Hi, this is your math facilitator, Naomi.anderegg, and I wanted to go through an example of finding the equation of a line when given 2 points. So when we do this, we're going to start by using the slope formula. So this is the slope formula. It's always change in y over change in x, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that's just rise over run, right? Because the change in y is the rise from one point to another, and then the change in x is the run from one point to another. Let's see. So here we've got some points, -5, -4, and -2, -9, and we would just label these points and substitute them in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll let this point right here, let's see, right here, that'll be our x1. I can get this labeled. And this will be our y1, and this will be our x2, and this will be our y2. And we'll just substitute those values in for these variables up here. So when we substitute those in, we said -5 would be x1, so we put -5 in for x1. -4 would be y1, so we put -4 in here for y1. -2 is going to be x2, so we'll put it in right here, just replacing that x2 with -2, and then -9 was our y2. So we would replace y2 with -9, and then we would just simplify the top and the bottom and reduce the fraction if we could. So here I have minus a negative, and we know that's going to change into a plus, so that's going to be -9 plus 4, and -9 plus 4 is -5. -2 minus -5, that's going to be -2 plus 5, which is 3. And of course, if I have -5 over 3, that's going to be -5/3. So now I have the slope of my line, but I also have to find the intercept. So here's how I would do that. You can use the point slope form. You can also just substitute this slope and a value for x and y into your y equals mx plus b form if that's easier for you. Doesn't really matter, either way works. So if I use point slope form, then this is point slope form. It's y minus y naught, or y sub 0, or you could make it y sub 1, whatever, equals slope times x minus x naught, or x sub 0, or x1, just be consistent there. And here we'll just substitute in either one of our points. So I'm going to substitute -5 for x naught and -4 for y naught, and so that will give me this equation. So it'll be y minus -4 equals -5/3 x minus -5. And from there, I know minus a negative turns into a positive, and I would go ahead and distribute this. So minus a negative is positive, but then I have to multiply the -5/3 times it. So it becomes negative again after I distribute. So 5 times 5 gave me 25, and then the -3 just comes right over. So here it is here. Now I want to have y equal something, because I'd always want my answer to be in slope intercept form and not in point slope form. So I would want to subtract 4 on both sides. And one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract 4 where it looks different on the different sides. So over on the left side, I'll just subtract 4. Over on the right side, since I've got these thirds, I want to write 4 as some number of thirds. And I know that, well, 3/3 is 1, and then 6/3 is going to be 2, and 9/3 is 3, and 12/3 is going to be 4. So you can think of that as multiplying the top and the bottom by 3, or you can just think, oh, well, how many thirds would there be in 4? 12. So I can rewrite 4 as 12/3. And then from there, I did the same thing on both sides. I just wrote it a little different. This is going to go away, so I'll have y by itself like I want. And then I can combine these because they have the same denominator, so that's going to be -25 minus 12 thirds, which is going to be -37 thirds. So this right here is going to be my final answer for the equation through these 2 points. Okay, I hope this helps. Bye.